1942, 1943, Peter, we would have seen literally flocks or squadrons, if you will, of tiger moths here and at all other places, or a number of Air Force bases around Australia. Tamora, another two that come to mind. And this aircraft has been flown by Gary Hearn. Gary actually is a China Southern Airline pilot. In his spare time, he must create a little bit, I guess, to fly his tiger moth. He also runs flying operation here at Point Cook when he's not out there pushing airliners around the sky.
Dave, you've got a lot of experience flying tiger moths, and I think it's a truism that people say it's easy to fly a tiger moth, but it's hard to fly them well.
Very true. It's not your average Cessna, I can assure you.
And of course, again, harking back to the same type of construction that they did in Korea as a spotter aircraft.
Is that even that aircraft was designed and built for World War II usage. At the same time, if you're flying one of these and you want a spare part on the internet, credit card, you can obtain parts. See, they have been flying for a long time.
It's desirable aircraft for warbird pilots to train up and transition.
The cockpit of the T6 is very similar to the Mustang, and hence if you can fly the Harvard T6, your transition to the Mustang will be fairly easy, so to speak.
Other guys that they can call on when some of them might be down. Dave Salter, Scotty Taverner, John Rayner, and of course Darcy O'Connor as well. Listen to the beautiful Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. Designed for America. That is absolutely a sound that no one becomes complacent or sick of. CAC Boomerang on the same day. The aircraft is powered by a 600 horsepower Pratt & Whitney radial. It's virtually the same engine as fitted with the Harvard, but the Harvard has a 2-blade prop, the Wirraway a 3-blade, and it's also a geared engine, so it doesn't make that same raucous noise on takeoff.
As the war progressed, the Wirraway, as an advanced trainer, I'll call it, was pressed into service as a fighter and even a bomber at some stage, along with Army cooperation in New Guinea. And one of these aircraft actually shot down a Japanese fighter aircraft, and that aircraft is held in the Australian War Memorial in Canberra. Ultimately, we put on display, but amazing to think that a Wirraway could shoot down a Japanese fighter. I guess there was more of an element of luck rather than management there.
Well, there was John Archer. He just saw the aeroplane near the Gona wreck, dived down, and one burst on the way through. And he was more surprised than 200 examples
Because they were built in the later stages of the war, the demand wasn't quite as early as...
It's actually Australia's only indigenously designed, manufactured and operated fighter aircraft. This aeroplane was put together in a great hurry because Australia was without fighters really. The Japanese had potentially broken the Pacific supply lines. Nothing was coming from the UK, and so CAC put this aeroplane together in an unbelievably short time with the biggest engine that was then available and using as much Wirraway componentry as they were already manufacturing. This particular boomerang was flown by his dad as part of 84 Squadron flying on reconnaissance and convoy work over Hauraki in Dutch New Guinea, the Arafura Sea, that sort of thing. And the aircraft has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. Work was started and finally finished at Caboolture, where the work was completed by Matthew Denning, who... It's another example of how de Havilland was able to utilise wood as it had in its Mosquito. It certainly was the first aircraft to be in service with bubble. This particular machine is a two-seat trainer, 3 is a single-seat pilot. Very, very highly successful aircraft for export by the UK post-World War II.
So today we're flying the Eurocopter AS350 Bravo Alpha Squirrel. As you'll see, for something that weighs approximately the same weight as an average family car, it's quite a manoeuvrable helicopter. So you can see the tank here presenting to your front. We're going to perform a slide to the left. This is easier. Separation for formation like this is one rotor dive, which is only roughly 11 metres.
We'll see an example of that later on, as well as the classics. As well, classics up from
Yeah, I think they're doing a 4-ship display later in the rehearsal. It's quite spectacular.